Next synthetic fiber is the polyester. Polyester is the another synthetic fiber. This fabrics made from this fiber that does not get wrinkled easily. These polyesters made of the repeating units of chemicals known as the ester. Polyester is a synthetic fiber derived from the coal, air, water and the petroleum. Fabrics made of polyester are sold by their names like polycot, polywool, terrycot, etc. Everywhere you will observe that there is a mixing of two types of fibers. Polycot, it is a mixture of polyester and cotton. Polywool is a mixture of polyester and wool. You might have noticed that your mother always buy PET bottles, and that is PET jars for storing rice and sugar. You might have wondered what is PET is, right? So we'll learn that later, but before that we'll just see what are the properties of these polyesters material. You might have also wearing the clothes which are made up of polyester fabrics. So fabrics made from this fiber, they do not get wrinkled easily, and therefore no need to iron these clothes. It remains crisp and it is easy to wash, as well as it is suitable for making the dress materials, and it can be drawn into very fine fibers that can be woven like any other yarn. Then the PET, that is polyethylene terephthalate. Your mother buys the PET bottles and the PET jars. This is also a form of the polyester. These PET bottles can be recycled and used to manufacture the new bottles. It can be used for packaging the foods and beverages and personal care products and many other consumer products. This is also used for making the bottles, utensils, films, wires, etc. Terylene is also another popular polyester. It can be drawn into very fine fibers that can be woven like any other yarn. Polyester, if you will notice, poly plus ester. That means polyester is actually made up of repeating units of chemicals known as the esters. And esters are the chemicals which gives fruits their smell. Okay, so this is what about the polyester. Now you wear sweaters, right? You use the shawls or the blankets in the winter. Many of these are actually not made from the natural wool, though it appears to resemble, and it resembles to the wool. Wool, it is very costly. Therefore, these are prepared from another type of synthetic fibers and are called as the acrylic. As the wool is very costly, therefore the sweaters and shawls which we wear in the winter are actually not made from the natural wool. Rather, it is made from the material which resembles to the wool, and these are prepared from the another type of synthetic fiber, and that is known as the acrylic. Acrylic is a synthetic fiber made from polymers of acrylic acid or acrylates. The wool obtained from the natural sources is quite expensive, whereas the clothes made of acrylic are relatively cheap. They are available in a variety of colors. Synthetic fibers are more durable and affordable, which makes them more popular than the natural fibers. So we have learned 4 types of synthetic fibers, that is rayon, nylon, polyester and the acrylic. All these synthetic fibers are prepared by a number of processes using raw materials of petroleum origin and are called as the petrochemicals. Now, what are the characteristics of these synthetic fibers? Imagine that it is a rainy day. Then what kind of umbrella would you use and why? Synthetic fibers possess unique characteristics which make them popular dress materials. They dry up quickly, they are durable, they are less expensive, they are readily available, and they are easy to maintain. To understand this, let us perform a short activity. For that, take two clothes pieces of the same size, roughly half a meter square each. One of these should be from natural fiber and the other could be a synthetic fiber. You can take help of your parents in selecting these pieces. Soak the pieces in different mugs, each containing the same amount of water. Take the pieces out of the container after 5 minutes and spread them in the sun for a few minutes. Compare the volume of the water remaining in each container. So, do synthetic fabrics soak less or more water than the natural fabrics? So obviously, yes, synthetic fabrics, they absorb less water. And why they absorb the less water is the synthetic fibers, they don't have empty spaces, whereas natural fibers, they have empty spaces and therefore they absorb more water. Do they take less or more time to dry? So synthetic fibers, they dry up faster than the cotton clothes or than the natural fibers. As I have said that there are empty spaces present in the natural fibers, whereas synthetic fibers, they don't have empty spaces, therefore no scope to absorb the water. So what we can conclude from this activity is, as there is no empty spaces in the synthetic fibers, they dry up faster. They soak less water and therefore it says about the property of synthetic fiber, that is, the synthetic fibers have ability to dry up quickly. Besides that, there are some disadvantages of synthetic fibers. You might have observed that your mother never wear polyester clothes while working in the kitchen. Why? Because the synthetic fibers melt on heating. If the clothes catches the fire, it can be disastrous. These fabrics melt and stick to the body of the person wearing it. Therefore, we should not wear these synthetic clothes while working in the kitchen or in the laboratory. So this is what about these types of synthetic fibers. So here we'll stop. So what we have learned here is the 4 types of synthetic fibers with their characteristics and the disadvantages. Thank you. See you in the next session. In this video, now we'll learn more about these types of synthetic fibers. We have learned that through the 2 activities of beads forming a necklace and a long chain which is formed by the paper pins. So we can say that synthetic fibers are also formed due to the smaller chemical units which are joined repeatedly to form a longer chain, that is the polymer. Now we will see in detail the types of synthetic fibers. So let us start with the first, that is rayon. Now you have already learned in the class 7 that silk fiber obtained from the silkworm and that was discovered in China and was kept closely guarded secret for a longer time. Fabrics obtained from the silk fiber was very costly, but its beautiful texture fascinated everybody. Attempts were made to make silk artificially, and towards the end of the 19th century, scientists were successful in obtaining a fiber having properties similar to that of the silk, and that is the rayon. This fiber was obtained by chemical treatment of wood pulp, and this is the artificial silk, which is also known as the rayon. Although rayon is obtained from natural source, that is wood pulp, yet it is man-made fiber. It is cheaper than silk and can be woven like silk fibers. It can also be dyed in a wide variety of colors. Rayon is mixed with cotton to make bed sheets or mixed with wool to make the carpets. So the carpets, bed sheets which you use at your home, keep in your mind that they are made up of the rayon. This is what about a synthetic fiber known as the rayon. Next synthetic fiber is the nylon. Nylon is another man-made fiber or the artificial fiber and the synthetic fiber. In 1931, it was made without using any natural raw material. That is, to make this, the sources like plants and animals were not used. It was prepared from the coal, water, and air, and therefore it is first fully synthetic fiber, which was made without using any natural sources like plants and animals. Therefore, it is known as fully synthetic fiber, and this was the first fiber which was made without using any natural raw material. These nylon fibers are very strong, they are elastic. If you will see the strongness of these fibers, then they are stronger than the steel wire. They are elastic as well as they are light in weight, as well as they are lustrous and they are easy to wash. And therefore, it became very popular for making clothes. As well as rayon is used for making socks, rope, tents, toothbrush, car seat belt, then sleeping bags, curtains, parachutes, ropes for rock climbing because of the properties of the nylon. To understand the strongness or to test the property, let us perform a small activity. For that, take an iron stand with a clamp. Take a cotton thread of about 60 cm length. Tie it to the clamp so that it hangs freely from it as shown in this figure. At the free end, suspend a pan so that weight can be placed in it. Add weight one by one till the thread breaks. Note down the total weight required to break the thread. This weight indicates the strength of the fiber. Repeat the same activity with threads of wool, polyester, silk and nylon, and tabulate the data as shown here in the figure. So to do this activity, we have taken 4 types of threads, or you can call them as the fiber, like cotton, wool, silk and nylon. In the pan, we are going to add the weights till that thread will get breaked. Here in this activity, we are going to check the strength of these threads or the fibers. Now make sure that when you are performing this activity, take all the threads of the same length and almost of the same thickness. And just add the weight and observe the things and write it down. At the end, you will notice that the weight required to break the threads of wool, silk, and nylon is more than the cotton. Here, we can say that therefore synthetic fibers are stronger than the cotton. A very good morning to all my 8th standard students. I, Ms. Rupali Avare, welcomes you all for the today's session based on one of the topic from the science, that is synthetic fibers and the plastics. Dear students, I have one question for you. Have you noticed that you have a variety of dresses in your cupboard? Have you ever thought from where did clothes came or how these clothes are made? So dear students, these clothes are made of fabrics, and these fabrics are made from the fibers. These fibers are basically a string which is made up of some material. Based on the source, we can classify these fibers in two types: natural fiber and the artificial fiber. You may have noticed there are some fibers which are obtained from plants and animals like cotton, wool, and silk. These fibers are known as the natural fibers, whereas technological innovations and chemical treatments made it possible to construct fibers artificially, and such fibers are called artificial fibers. These are also known as the synthetic fibers. And as these fibers are made by human beings, these are also known as the man made fibers. These fibers can be made up of the sources like glass, carbon, polythene, etc. And these fibers are obtained by using the chemical treatments on these materials, and hence these are known as the artificial or synthetic or the man-made fibers. So we have seen that fibers can be classified depending on the source from where we can obtain them, as natural fiber and artificial fiber. Natural fibers are obtained from plants and animals, whereas artificial fibers are obtained from the sources like glass, carbon, polythene, etc., which are obtained by the chemical treatments made on some materials. Based on that, there are variety of artificial fibers and the synthetic fibers like the rayon, nylon, polyester, and acrylic. These are the artificial fibers. Dear students, we are going to learn these artificial fibers, or you can say the synthetic fibers, in detail in the next videos. And today we have different kinds of application based on these fibers. So our focus is on the artificial fibers or the synthetic fibers. Now let us understand what are these synthetic fibers. So for that, we'll do a short activity. So you might have seen a necklace which is made up of the beads. So beads are connected to each other to form a uniform pattern or to form a long chain forming a necklace. Or take paper clip and join the paper clips to each other so that it will form a long chain. Now, what similarities you observe in these two activities? In the first case, the beads are connected to each other, forming a long chain. So each bead is acting as a part of a longer chain. So each bead is acting as a smaller unit of a long chain. Similarly, in case of the paper clips, each paper clip is acting as a single unit, or it is a part of that longer chain. So, in both the cases, you have observed that many smaller units combine to each other to form a large single unit. This we can relate with the synthetic fibers. So we can say a synthetic fiber is a chain of small units, but here these units are the chemical units which are joined repeatedly to form a long chain, and that long chain is known as a polymer. Okay, so we can say a synthetic fiber is a chain of small units joined together. Each small unit is actually a chemical substance, and many such small units combine to form a large single unit called a polymer. This word polymer, it comes from two Greek words. First is poly, means many, and mers means parts or the units. So, a polymer is made up of many repeating units. Polymers, they occur in nature also. Cotton, for example, is a polymer called as the cellulose, and cellulose is made up of large number of glucose units. So, depending on the properties of these synthetic fibers, there are various applications. I'll just explain in short what are the applications. We are going to learn these applications in detail. The umbrella which we use, that is one of the great application of the synthetic fiber. Okay, because of the properties of synthetic fibers, like the synthetic fibers are more durable, they are less expensive, they are readily available, they are easy to maintain, and they have ability to dry up quickly. As we know that the natural fibers which we obtained, like from the source of cotton, if we take a cotton cloth, just soak it in the water, so you will notice that it will take much time to get dry. But on the another side, take a fabric which is made up of the synthetic fibers and just soak it in the water and let it dry for some time. You will notice that the clothes which are made up of the natural fibers will take more time to get dry up, whereas the clothes which are made up of the synthetic fibers will take less time to dry up. This is because the synthetic clothes, they soak less water and they dry up faster than the clothes. This is because the natural fibers have empty spaces, whereas the synthetic fibers, they do not has the empty spaces to absorb the water. So there are variety of applications, and there are many types of synthetic fibers which are going to learn further in detail.